Hey guys, and welcome back to another Football Talk video. Today I'll be talking about Arsenal Football Club. I'll be looking at the players who they'll be looking at leaving, or hopefully some players that they might sign this summer. Looking into the squad a little bit more in detail a little bit further on into this video. I'm going to try and make this video about 10 minutes long, a little bit less hopefully. I hope you all stick around and give me your own opinions in the comments below. So Arsenal were very lucky to finish the 2015-16 season second, after leapfrogging Tottenham Hotspurs on the last day of the football season. Yet another year finishing above Spurs, and yet another year without no trophies. Arsenal fans may be smiling about the final results, but on paper and at the beginning of the season, a lot of people thought that this season may be the season that they win the league. So as I promised, I'm going to look through the squad and give a quick summary on what I think of the players, where the team is going to be needing improving, and where the team will be buying and selling players. So let's look at the goalkeepers. On kit numbers, Arsenal number 1, Szczesny. He fell out of order last season and went out on loan to Roma. Arsenal priced him up at about 15 mil, which I don't think Roma will pay this, but I can't see him staying at Arsenal being number 2. Arsenal's first choice keeper is Czech, obviously, joining for a small sum in the football world of £10 million, and what a signing he's been. I mean, if you look at it, he's won the Golden Glove. He had the most clean sheets this season with like 16 or 17 clean sheets. Ospina is a great backup keeper. He's ideal for cup runs. Ospina is the perfect cover keeper. And for third choice, probably Martinez. Maybe I would probably sell him. If not, he needs some time out on loan. He needs to prove that he's good enough. This season Arsenal do not need to worry about their keepers, and Golden Glove Czech and a fantastic backup or spinner. Goalkeepers are definitely sorted for this season. Moving on to defence, we are going to look at the right backs. Bellerini has been fantastic last season, completely pushed Debuchy out of the team. Arsenal may have a little bit of trouble keeping him, with Barcelona looking at signing him, as I've heard on the Sun News rumour page. Debuchy looks to be leaving this summer as well, with links back to France. I would like to see him in the Premiership, although I can't really think of a team right now to put him in. Jenkinson is third choice and is currently on loan to West Ham United, which I can possibly see making a permanent move this summer. He's enjoying his time there. Arsenal may look into signing a new right back, especially if they sell Debuchy and Jenkinson. Although Chambers was signed as a right back, I class him more as a centre back. Moving on to left backs now. Monreal last season also started to shine and would possibly be first choice, especially to a lot of people who are Arsenal fans. Kieran Gibbs ain't too far back away from him. He would be an ideal backup player. It's really hard to compare the two. They're two completely... it's hard to explain it. They're really two great players, but it's really hard to pick one. Ideally they need someone that step more in front, that little bit more talented, a little bit more world class as a left back. They don't really need to improve this spot right now. And yeah, I'd keep them two as my left backs. Last position in defence, we will have a quick look at centre backs. I would still personally sell and replace, like for like, maybe a little bit faster, Xhaka. He's not getting any younger. He's getting slower as well, so that's an issue as well. Gabriel, I don't rate him at all. I would sell him as well. Koscielny, he's been Arsenal's main man, to be honest, and in the centre for most of the season, he's the man that you want. He's definitely my first choice. Chambers needs time on the pitch to improve and to prove he can be a centre back. He's probably like a third choice centre back at this moment, so Arsenal definitely need a second choice centre back. Hayden needs time to prove that he's good enough for Arsenal. He might need a loan out to a smaller Premiership team. In defence then, centre backs are definitely the weak point. Xhaka is 31. He's not getting any younger, and he's definitely not getting any faster. As I said earlier, I would look at a younger, faster, but the same built as him type player. So this season I'd like to see 2 new centre backs. And as a summary on the defence, goalkeepers and left backs are solid. Bellerini needs cover, and they need 2 new centre backs. So only 3 new players need to be added to this team to make it that little bit better this summer in defence. Moving on to midfield, we are looking at the centre mids. The main trio in midfield are Ozil, Wilshere, and not forgetting Ramsey. Wished Ferguson spent that extra bit of money on Ramsey when he was in charge. Cazorla has I class him as a winger, although he has been pushed back into centre mid and CDM roles this year due to age, I guess, and obviously he has been covering a lot of injury. Coquelin and El Nini are two CDMs with a little bit more experience. I can see them getting a bit of a bigger role at Arsenal, but at the moment I would only class them as cut players, bench players and players to cover them injured players. That Arsenal also have two fringe players that I apologise on how I pronounce their names, Belik and Selalem. They need to go out on loan, to be honest. If not, they definitely need to be sold just to get a bit more gameplay. Arsenal have 14 midfielders, 8 of them being centre mids. Ozil, Ramsey are normally first choice. They're first choice players and they're quality players. Wilshere is normally there too, but he's always injured at this point. Cazorla has dropped to centre mid, as I stated earlier, and they have two good cover players. Looking at the centre mids, Arsenal don't need to improve, then maybe slim down the centre mid down to 5 or 6 players, but due to injury this season they may not want to do that. And for their wingers, they have 6 of them. They have outstanding forward-minded Sanchez, a first choice winger to many people, with my thoughts of Walcott as second choice, and if he's not going to West Ham this summer, as rumours have been, him and Oxlade-Chamberlain have both been linked to West Ham. I'd definitely put Walcott as second choice and Chamberlain as my third choice. The other 3 players they have as wingers are Gnabry, Iwobi and Campbell. They need some loan experience, or they need to leave Arsenal again and look for a good championship team or a lower league premiership team, a lower position premiership team. It's not a major issue, but Arsenal have 6 wingers, 3 solid players, 3 players I'd like to see go out on loan. Maybe 3 players go out on loan and Arsenal may buy a 4th solid winger, and especially if the rumours are true about Walcott and Oxlade leaving Arsenal, they may need to sign a new winger anyway. So 1 or 2 wingers just to improve that side of things, just in case. And finally, strikers. This is where all Arsenal fans are screaming for Arsenal to spend that cash on. Giroud and Welbeck are 2 complete different strikers and both battling it out for first choice. Apart from that, Akpom and Sonogo, they're not really up for it. The first team standards, they're not there, to be honest, and they should go out on loan again, or maybe just be sold and get some regular gameplay under their own club. Arsenal need a world-class striker, and as I've shown in this video a few different world-class strikers, my choice would be Higuain. He's an out-and-out striker, he knows where the goals are, and he is a fantastic striker. Tell me in the comment section below who you think Arsenal should sell, who they should buy, where they're going to finish next season, and if you'd like me to do some more of these kind of transfer talks, tell me which team in the Premiership below.